An oil tanker becomes stuck in the Suez Canal, and JAFZA sees a 19% rise in trade in 2021. You're watching the Daily Brief with Forbes. I'm Ramia Faraj. An oil tanker briefly became stuck in Egypt's Suez Canal overnight, raising fears that last year's major blockage of the global maritime route could be repeated. Officials say the Affinity V ran aground, but maritime traffic was restored after a short period of time. The Singaporean-flagged tanker is headed for Saudi. The Suez Canal sees about 10% of the world's maritime trade. Last year, supertanker Ever Given became wedged diagonally across the canal, disrupting world trade for nearly a week. Jakarta Free Zone saw a 19% jump in trade in 2021 despite global supply chain problems. The DP World subsidiary generated over $123.8 billion in trade last year, up from $104.2 billion in 2020. The number of new companies setting up in the Free Zone also rose by 18.6% last year, bringing the total to more than 9,000. Microsoft and Qatar's Ministry of Communications and IT have launched Qatar's first cloud data center region. It's the first cloud provider to provide enterprise-grade services in Qatar. Companies can host their cloud data in Qatar using Microsoft Azure to develop advanced apps using AI, data analytics, IoT, and hybrid cloud capabilities, and Microsoft 365 to provide global productivity cloud. Microsoft says it's adding $18 billion to the economy and 36,000 new jobs over the next 5 years. Oil prices dropped by more than 20% in the 3 months through August on recession concerns. The drop erased all of its gains since Russia's invasion of Ukraine and has prompted OPEC to hint at a supply cut at its Monday meeting. Oil kicked off September lower on concerns that a global slowdown will hurt energy demand. West Texas traded around $89 a barrel this morning, and Brent was at $95 a barrel. A fourth straight day of losses on Wall Street wrapped up the weakest August for stocks in 7 years. The Dow fell nearly 0.9%. The S&P lost more than 0.75%, while the Nasdaq ended more than 0.5% lower. Many analysts say they don't believe the U.S. will suffer a hard recession. Rather, it will probably see a minor recession or a contraction, where there is a slowdown in business in the rising interest rate environment. Amazon has introduced a new service to help its sellers store bulk inventory and ease distribution to tackle supply chain issues. Next year, sellers will be able to use the new service called Amazon Warehousing and Distribution to send their inventory to any location, including to wholesale customers or brick-and-mortar stores. Amazon says the pay-as-you-go service will also help sellers cut logistics costs. It comes after Amazon started slowing warehouse openings to rein in costs. Meta is setting up a new group that will focus on creating products and features for its Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp platforms that people will be able to purchase. The move will put Meta on the same course as companies like Snap and Twitter that have launched paid tiers to unlock additional features. It says it has no plans to let users pay to turn off ads and is committed to growing the ads business. And that brings us to today's Forbes Real-Time Billionaires ranking, where Meta's Mark Zuckerberg is today's biggest winner, gaining $2 billion overnight with net wealth of $58.6 billion. Our second biggest winner today is e-commerce mogul Colin Zhang Huang, up $1.7 billion with net wealth of $25.1 billion. And our third place winner is vaccine billionaire Jiang Rensheng, up $1.1 billion with net wealth of $13.4 billion. Check out our website and our social media for all of the latest Billionaires news. A rescuer in Pakistan has put his life on the line to save a cat across a river in Khyber Badshgai. Monsoon rains have submerged a third of Pakistan. The floods have claimed at least 1,160 lives since June, and they've washed away swaths of vital crops and damaged or destroyed more than 1 million homes. I'm Ramia Faraj. This is the Daily Brief. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.